You guys obviously will get asked a lot of questions when it comes to credit repair. Do you focus on addressing credit repair issues with the tenant buyer, or do you first focus on um, uh, 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 gathering or pulling certain pieces of information so that you don't get your steps all mixed up, right? Because obviously when you're dealing with a tenant buyer, the first thing you process isn't going to be the credit repair. As the person structuring the deal, you need certain pieces of information. I'm sure you guys do address credit repair issues and questions, but what's the biggest thing you focus on? Is it credit repair right away, or you focus on something else when you are screening your tenant buyers in your for your tenant buyer list or leads?
Well, Gil, we make it simple. First of all, we go through the normal screening process of what they're looking for, what their budget will allow for rent, what their budget will allow for an option, deposit, or down payment. And, we cover that issues. And, and then I ask them to, in order to be able to complete the purchase of a property and be involved in our program, you will need to get bank financing, within a reasonable time. We define that as somewhere between 1 and 3 years. So why don't you tell me about, describe your credit to me? Is it great? Is it average? Is it poor? What's your situation with your credit? And they'll usually, say, well, it's not good. It's okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, that's the whole purpose of getting involved in a rent to own. And so what we'll do is we'll work with you, and our mortgage broker will work with you, come up with a plan of action in order to be able to get you qualified, up to a 3-year term. And our mortgage broker will do some pre-screening on that to find out where you stand today and what you need to do in order to get qualified in the near future. How does that sound? And they go, well, that sounds great. And so if we have a property that they're currently interested in, Gil, one thing that separates the men from the boys and the women from the girls is once they look at a property and they're interested, we have them fill out an application, and we have them put, if they want the property and they want to take it off the market, they got to write a check, or they got to come up with cash. And we give them a receipt for it, and we let them know, here's the deal. First one in that's qualified gets the property. And if we tell them that they're qualified for the property and then they decide not to buy it and we've taken it off the market for a week or two, they lose their deposit. And that's stated right up front and in writing. So that really separates, the men from the boys and the women from the girls, because if they have to put some money up front and commit financially, then you find out how truly motivated that they are. So that's one of the things that we do. Back to you.